So this video is gonna be a bit lazy, because I really don't feel like putting any effort, but this BlizzCon has sort of felt like they jumped the shark a bit in terms of trying to get people to be intrigued in the content they're showing off by just doing stuff like this. We got Overwatch 2, cause why not? They're even like framing this like a sequel instead of it being like a normal expansion pack. Also, something I find a bit off-putting is there's so many like cinematics in this trailer. Like if we watch it, here's a cinematic. Here's some gameplay. There's a cinematic. Just the majority of this is just a bunch of cinematics. And honestly, this should have been released a long time ago with like the base game. Like they were like, hey, if you pay $40, you'll get all of these things we're updating. And the only things they really added were like heroes and some maps, but they rarely ever added PvE stuff. So it just feels like this expansion pack is stuff that should have been released years ago, but was never focused on. So there's like, there isn't a lot of gameplay. Here's some gameplay, I guess. The skill tree looks interesting, but I don't know. Probably gonna play more Overwatch once this comes out. So apparently there's a new look, which I will concede to the fact that at least it looks like a more like whimsical, futuristic look, like how Marvel movies look now. Because before it sort of looked sort of lame. Like, of course, when the game came out, it just blew everything else out of the water, like TF2 and Paladins. But we get a bunch of cinematics. Like, this part is, like, the only gameplay we really get. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It just feels like stuff that we should have had, like, years ago. But they're framing it as the sequel. The fall of Overwatch. Oh, so that's just lore. I'm probably gonna play this, even though it just seems like a bit of fan pandering whenever they're like, oh, this is a sequel. It reminds me of the whole Fortnite event where they suck the whole map into a black hole. But now they're just like, hey, this is the second part, like how Fortnite's doing Chapter 2 to gain back an audience. Also, something else that they're doing is that they're making Minx a co-op commander for StarCraft. Because, why not? Sort of feels like another jump the shark moment. I mean, he is a popular character, I will concede to that, but shrug. It's just kind of awkward for Minx to be a co-op commander if you look at the lore. I made a couple jokes in the Mapster server that like if Minx was like a partner with Tychus, he should just be able to blow up Tychus's suit at any time or something. Though I hope there's like interaction lines, but that's a bit too much of a hope because they're either too lazy to do it or they don't have that Activision Blizzard cash for the quotes for like Kerrigan being like, oh, didn't you do X, Y, and Z to me? But whatever. I think it's really interesting that Minx is becoming a commander, but it just feels so odd. And it just sort of goes back to that jump the shark mentality Blizzard is having for this BlizzCon, where they're sort of playing it safe. Like they're having like choices that are pretty popular. They're adding PvE to Overwatch, even though that's something people wanted for a long time. And now they're just adding Minx as co-op commander. They're also doing something with Diablo 4, but I'm not really a fan of that. So yeah. Anyways, oh whoops. Something I've been playing a lot lately is Enemy on Board. Some people may have been watching those videos. But yeah, it's a free-to-game multiplayer deception game that lasts 5 to 7 minutes long. It's really short. There isn't any stalemates. There isn't any of that annoying stuff in other deception games like stalemates, really. But yeah, you should really check this out if you're feeling bored. We have Admiral 5. But whatever. Just sort of wanted to make this video because of this. I really don't feel like doing a complex analysis on it since I'm lazy. Also this, I kind of want to buy this, but I'm not looking forward to the co-op grind that's involved. Like, Swan is the worst commander, the grind, because you're just going to play Night of Dead over and over again.